Hello, Matthew in Durham, North Carolina. This is Matthew with FreePrescriptionLenses.com, and wait, could it be? Yes! Finally, after you watching me videos that cut glasses for other people, I'm going to make myself a new pair today. This is the Gucci 1119, color M14, which is the blue, red blue, in the 55 eye size. Let me take everything out. It comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together while it is being shipped from Italy. In fact, let me zoom in on that. All Gucci's are made in Italy. And this is my bad boy. You know me, I'm a sucker for anything blue. I wear so much blue. Nearly all my glasses are blue. And this is my new frame. Gonna love it, gonna love it. I'll show you the other colors that it comes in, but for now, let me go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pop out my original demo lenses, one of which says Gucci. And pop those out, put that in the tray. Look, even got the blue rubber band today. Take the frame, put it into the tracing element of my edger, and hit start. A little stylus is going to pop up, and it's going to go around and trace the shape of the inside of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at FreePrescriptionLenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine Gucci frame from me and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number. So if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. However, I do need prescription. That green outline is the shape of the lens I'll be cutting. Only magnified. I'll bring it down to actual size, that green outline there. Let me go ahead and magnify it again while I'm working on it. My pupillary distance for my right eye is 31. The computer starts at 32.5. I'm going to hit this minus button. It goes down half millimeter increments till we're at 31. I'm going to raise the optical center height up to 25. And we are good to go. Let's see, put the paperwork down. Where's my right lens? Where's my right lens? There it is. There's my right lens. I'm going to place it onto the platform, and I'm going to move everything into position where everything lays out. Let me check one thing. We are good. We are good. And I'm going to, oops, I've gotten ahead of myself. This is a block, also known as Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to the lens while it is cutting. So I need two double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got two up here. I'm going to pull these off. Going to place the sticker on the first one, put it there, do the same thing on the second one. Now on the back is a little silver button. That is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice tonight. The first time is when it gets placed into the arm here. I'm going to pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line that magnet up with the one in the arm. I'm going to get everything lined up where it's supposed to be, and then hit that button. The arm's going to come down and place the block onto the right lens. I'm going to do the same thing now for the left lens. Place it on there. Now my pupillary distance for the left eye is 30. I'm going to place that on there. Take the paper off the back of the sticker so the black side is sticky. Put the magnet into the arm there. Oops, it's sticking to me. Get in there, get in there. Get everything lined up. Do want to check one thing. Okay, we're good to go. And I'm going to hit that button, and then the arm's going to come down and place the block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out and buy one just like me, and then I'll send you my glasses and you can cut lenses for me in your home on your free time, so I don't have to come into work on a Saturday. That's right, today is Saturday, April 30th, 11:49, 61 degrees in my hometown of Durham, North Carolina. So the actual cutting wheel is over here on the far right. It's going to act like a heavy grit sandpaper to grind away the lens material. This wheel in the center, that channel, that little valley, that's what's going to put the bevel on the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. Now the magnet, actually let me set that one down. The magnet is going to do its job a second time. It's going to hold it in place into the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. I'm going to wake up the computer. That is the shape of the lens we'll be cutting. These are polycarbonate lenses. If it was plastic, Hindex plastic, or Trivex, I would select that, but I prefer to work with polycarbonate. I am not going to polish the edge of the lenses because they won't be seen. I'm not going to put a bevel on the front surface of the lens. I'm only going to put a safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. I'm going to hit the green arrow, which is start in every language. The door closes, the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the lens. And then the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Of course, in my prescription and in this frame there will not be any, but I do cut some very strong prescription lenses all day long for free, so that does come into play a little bit later. Now you see light flickering in the background. That is water there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry where plastic and high index plastic cut wet. Now in the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle you will see water spraying on the lens to wash away any optical debris, like you see on the left hand of the Chuck there, the Charles. That will wash away from the side of the lens. Now my lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarb is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. It is virtually unbreakable. My lenses are bulletproof up to 22 caliber and has both UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin. My skin, well, my eyes are 8 times more sensitive than my skin, so I have permanent sunscreen for my eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that I have to reapply every couple hours when I'm in direct exposure to the sun. This is permanent and I will never need to reapply it. Now I do also have the anti-glare coating on the lenses. That eliminates glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain, but street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead, fluorescent lights. It's a reflection-free lens, so when someone's looking at me, they're not seeing their reflection in their glasses, they're seeing just my eyes, so it makes for much better eye contact. Plus, if I take a selfie or a flash, I won't see the flash in the lens, I'll see just my eyes again. Plus, it comes with the industry's hardest scratch coating. The machine that applies the Crizal anti-glare coating costs well over $1 million. It takes over 24 hours to vaporize the 7 different coatings onto the lens, so because of the time and the investment, they put the industry's hardest scratch protection on the lens. Now, a little lever has come out with a spinning wheel on it. That is applying the safety bevel to the rear surface of the lens should any edge thickness of the lens be exposed backwards towards my cheek. It would be nice and smooth, although I'm not going to have any edge thickness whatsoever. Let me take this off and take this out, dry the lens off, and do a quick final inspection. Run my thumbnail around out of habit to make sure there's no optical debris on the edge of the lens. Let's take my lens, we're going to pop it into the outside surface of the frame, use my thumbs to press down. It snaps right in and off comes the block. Move that out of the way for now. Let's do the same thing for the second one. Flip that over to L and hit start. Hit the green button. The door closes, the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that the lens is large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the lens, and as always measuring the thickness of the lens to know exactly where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which there is none. So this frame, hang on, let me darken this up. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Before it fades. That's the optical center and my pupillary distance. Now this is the blue frame. You hold it up to the light, you can see the blue a little bit better in there. It also comes in black with red-green temples. The color code for the black-green is R29. They only come in the 59 eye size. This is the classic red-green from Gucci. Mine has the red-blue from Gucci. Now it also comes in a tortoise. And of course I'm going to be getting all 3 of these colors, and I just pop my lens into a different color frame every day depending on what I'm wearing. If I do happen to wear black for formal situations, I'll wear this one. When I'm wearing the summer colors with khakis and such like that, I can wear the tortoise frame with my brown and my linens, and of course with the red-green. And I will be getting the matching red-green watch band and red-blue watch band to wear with that. So just as an example, let me pop the lens out here. And I tell people to get two different colors. Get one with clear lenses and one with sunglass lenses, and then you can take your unbreakable lens, pop it into a different color depending on what you're wearing that day, and then you're always going to be matching. So let me pop this back out and put it into my blue one. Now all Gucci's do come with the Gucci bag with the Gucci chain emblem on there, made in Firenze in 1921. Firenze is Italian for Florence. Florence, Italy. I know that because I honeymooned there. Great place to see some art, should you make it out of the hotel room on your honeymoon. But okay, my wife's gonna kill me if I keep talking about that. So yeah, we saw some great art. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Got some gelato on the Ponte Vecchio, the bridge that crosses over. Use the cleaning cloth to clean that up there. But so those are the three colors, and of course you also get the Gucci case, the card of authenticity. All of these have the Gucci chains with the kissing G, as they call it. The card of authenticity. You can register your product with Gucci. On the back now, the serial number for this frame is written just after the Gucci made in Italy. There's some very small numbers printed into the side of the temple. Of course, if you can read that, you don't need glasses, but that's the information you would enter onto this card for you, the international warranty purposes. Tuck that back in there. Clean up as I go along, although these are mine, so I don't know really why I need to clean up. Of course, it also comes with the Gucci cleaning cloth. Now the Gucci case, this is the part I wish you could smell here. I wish there was smell-o-vision, but the Italian leather Gucci case, it looks like it's been run over, but it stores flat to go in my back pocket when I'm not using it, or any type of bag or clutch purse for the women's frames. The women's cases are the same way, the men's are just a little bit larger. Unsnaps, it unfolds, and then these sides pop out, and then I can store the frame in there for when I do have it off, or when I'm traveling or anything like that. Although I personally rarely use cases. In fact, I never even close mine. When I take mine off at the end of the day, I set them on the end on my nightstand just like that. I put them on in the morning. I never even close mine. So that too has the Gucci chain with the kissing G's. I'm not sure if my camera's good enough to pick that up, but nice soft felt with their logos on the inside. Now let's go ahead and take the left lens out, dry it off, run my thumbnail around to get the excess debris off, drop it right on the floor as I do. I'm going to tuck the left lens in at the outside corner using my thumbs. Come on now, come on now. Does it not want to go in there? Alright, I'm going to take it down a little bit just to make sure. Yep, let's go ahead and take it down 1/10 of a millimeter. And I'm going to hit the retouch button just like before. The door is going to close, the clamp's going to shut, except this time the lens is going to go down onto not the cutting wheel, but the bevel wheel, the one in the center. There's a little bit more thickness on that lens due to the spacing of my pupillary distance. That lens is a little bit thicker from how it's being positioned in the frame. The right one moves out a little farther, the left one moves in a little closer because of my narrower PD. Plus that lens is a little bit stronger. I'll explain my prescription in just a moment. In fact, let's go ahead and check the right lens. I'm going to spin the axis wheel to 141. My prescription reads +75 -1/4 at 141. Where's my flashlight? I'm going to put it in just above that red dot and read the power, and I am getting +75, one tick mark away from 1. Now my lens says +75. I am farsighted. I need the magnification to see up close and far away, so I need 3 steps of magnification. That's why there's a plus sign. I have 1 step of astigmatism. Astigmatism is what makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. Think of it as the fine-tune knob, and I'm turning that fine-tune knob to 141. So let's go ahead and check my astigmatism. I'm going from +75 to +50, exactly halfway between 0 and 1 in the black. Because I started off with plus 75, I subtracted a quarter, and that's how I have plus 50. Now my left eye, I need 4 steps of far-sighted correction, or nearsighted I should say, and I still only need 1/4 of correction for astigmatism, and I turn that fine-tune knob to 101. So let me go ahead and see if the left lens fits this time. I'm going to take it out of the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby. Dry everything off, get a little bit of that swarf off that wants to stick to that sticker. Go ahead and tuck the left lens in at the outside corner using my thumbs. Press down at the nose, and there it goes, snaps in, and off goes the block the second time. Now, let me check one thing here. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to put my pupillary distance back on there. And we're going to put that in, turn the axis wheel to 101. Put it in, read the prescription. I'm getting +1, exactly dead on at 1. Check my 1 step of astigmatism correction, and we end up at plus 75. So that is made correctly. My pupillary distance for my right eye is 31, 30 for the left, for a combined value of 61. Turn the card over, place the PD stick against my thumb on the right lens, and when we read it onto the left, we're getting 61 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. I want to check the optical center height. That looks good. That looks good. Now, this one I don't have to ship, but this is the point in every video that as I clean your lenses, I mention that when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight, or there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That is because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I am no exception, and I'll show you. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I will place mine in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set it on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. I will need to use my heat to adjust that, because as I mentioned, I have one ear that's higher than the other. When I take these off and press down, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. For today's video, I'm wearing the Versace 3199 in color 5118, I believe it is, and which is the blue and the tortoise, because I wear a lot of blue and brown here in the summer months. Put these back on while I work on it. Flip it over, press down, there is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do. Now, I'm going to give myself my own premium microfiber cleaning cloth. I love these things. I also include instructions not only how to care for your frames and lenses when you buy from me, but for your case and cleaning cloths, not just the Crizal cloth, the Gucci cloth, and this premium microfiber cloth, so they too will last you for years. Now, this is what they look like. And I also send out a selfie request to have my picture on the website. My picture is on the website now in the About Us section. I might have to update it and put this one on there now. Ooh, can't wait to put this on. But let me go ahead and do it while it's clear. Where'd my mirror go? Dun 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 dun. Take off my Versace's. Put on my new Gucci's. And that's that. I gotta go check myself out in the mirror. Yep, I'm ready to take some selfies. Dun, dun, dun. Can you see that? Can you see that? That blue-red on the side? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so this is what they look like clear. I'm going to go ahead and activate them, which means I'm going to expose them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light here in my little Transitions Adaptive Experience Life Well Lit box. See for myself. So I'm going to turn it on. As you can see, all transition lenses take about 45 seconds to a minute to turn dark. It takes a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15. Now, pay attention. All transition lenses will get dark on day 1. Give them 2 weeks of exposure to the sun, and they're going to continue to darken every day for the first couple weeks until they reach their final setting. After that, mine will work for years at maximum performance. The only time mine won't work is when I'm behind the windshield of a vehicle. My windshield has UV protection so my upholstery doesn't rot or my dashboard doesn't crack from sitting in the sun, and that's why they won't turn dark in a car. Now, if I'm in my wife's convertible, they will darken, or if I'm on a motorcycle, which probably won't happen, but because my wife won't let me. That's why she has the convertible. But I have to be in direct exposure to the sun. This is the first time they've been darkened. I'm not worried about it. They will continue to get darker and darker for the first 2 weeks. Come on, I remember that. I just said it. So that's that. If anyone has any questions about what I can do for you, just email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com or simply click the contact me button on the website. But Matthew at freeprescriptionlenses.com. I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut Prescription Transitions gray lenses with Crizal anti-glare coating for my new Gucci 1119 in the color M14, which is the blue red. And hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.